Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? We're here with a timeless reading. My name is Gabriella for anybody new tuning in. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, I'm seeing something that ends up going much faster than you think it's going to happen. I'm getting definitely like a mixed bag when it comes to maybe how you would take this. Because we were seeing both the Sun, but then also the Nine of Swords. So something could come to light. There can be like a realization. It may be something that shakes you up. We're starting off with the Ten of Swords and the Chariot. So this can mean that like something needed to finish out. You could feel at this point like you have completed something and now you're moving. So something that needed to come to an end has come to an end, but it doesn't have to be, it's more like a cycle that comes to an end. It doesn't have to be like a whole big thing. It can be more like something that was moving along energetically that needed to finish up, that may have been like a difficult ending that you're going through. However, to have the Chariot here, it definitely shows a sense of resilience. I'm getting like a packing up sort of feeling. And on to something new. I'm not seeing you let this slow you down at this point. Like, whether you don't have time to or you've just decided not to, I'm not seeing you sit and dwell on this. I'm seeing you actually move very quickly. Once you get to where you're trying to go, like once you make this jump, this transition, this move, I'm seeing you're going to have time to relax. It seems like that's when you're going to catch your breath. But only after moving away from whatever this is that's finished now. Okay. So once you make the jump, I'm seeing you in a space where you have more time to yourself. There can be like a bigger focus on self-care, what you need to do for yourself, reconnecting with your energy. This can be like grounding techniques, getting connected with your guides, feeling like you have a more crisp, clear understanding of the guidance that you're being given, especially if you've been doing a lot of like busy stuff where you haven't had as much time to connect, because it always comes in like ebbs and flows with that. But I'm seeing you really reorient yourself here. And to have the Seven of Pentacles, this is also about you being in a place where you're really taking the time to sit with and figure out what you want to invest in, and sort of like learning through this process of where you're allotting your time and your energy. I'm getting the metaphor of somebody in a garden, and the seeds are your energy and the manifestations that you're planting. And it's kind of like planting some over here and planting some things over there and kind of seeing what comes up and what crops you like and stuff like that. So when it comes to like what you're investing in and whatnot, I'm seeing this kind of be a like touch and go sort of thing, or like a learning process right now where there's a lot that you're learning when it comes to like what you're investing in, how you're investing your time and your energy, like what it is that you're trying to manifest. So this may be like a new thing for you. You may be figuring out this step, like this aspect of manifesting may be new to you. This aspect of investing may be new to you. Because I'm seeing it look like an experience more than anything. Connected with this ending, you could have felt like there was some sort of betrayal or something that was some sort of deception, whether this be self-deception or somebody that you were dealing with not being honest with you. I'm seeing something that definitely feels upsetting when it comes to light. However, I'm not seeing that hold you back. Yeah, you could have felt like something was really unfair, actually. So it's like this. I'm seeing this definitely be a cyclical thing. If you had invested in something priorly, which we're always making investments, right? Like big or small, there was something that you had been like giving your energy to and something that you had previously invested in that ended up maybe not in that great of a situation. Like the way that things ended, it doesn't seem like copacetic, or it's just something that was difficult to move through. And so you having this time to like rework and rethink what you want and what you're investing in and learn from that is going to help you avoid repeating this cycle where you either like weren't being like completely honest with yourself, which can happen in a very subconscious way. So it's like, it's just something that you're learning about. There are no like feelings that you need to have about this where you're like aiming this towards yourself. It's just a learning process. Like you don't need to have shame or guilt for this unless you want to. But I'm seeing this more so be like, maybe I didn't know better, or maybe I wasn't aware of this before. This can be like when you're connecting with another person, maybe not seeing where there was something that wasn't clear, something that wasn't upfront. This can also be like misinterpreting somebody's motives as well, or just not fully understanding your own and feeling like, I don't know, in some ways you may have felt like you got ripped off in some situation. Like that's what it seems like, or that something was going on where you were like being taken advantage of, or something was like really unfair. But with the Seven of Swords, this can feel like somebody was being deliberate on their end. It's not just like, oh, something came up short, or there was like a disagreement, or it was just like magically uneven with a situation. It seems like somebody was deliberately maybe trying to take advantage, but they could have been posing as if they were like giving you something fair, and it wasn't really like that. That's what this situation was connected with. Okay, so this is where it comes full circle. So this is why I'm seeing your guides be like, take this time now so you don't set yourself up to get in another situation like this where you're just going to have to repeat this. So that's why taking this time, I'm getting it like after this movement, you want to take this time to really think about what you're investing in so you can learn better and not get into a situation again where you feel like you are taken advantage of or cheated out of something, or somebody's not straight up with you. This feels like a deal between you and somebody else. This can be a company, this can be like with a boss, this can be with a relationship, this can be with a housing situation, it can be with like your resources, stuff like that. This is like feeling like somebody's purposely not being fair, but trying to take advantage maybe like of your kindness or of your generosity, or of something where you were like, that wasn't the deal, or it just feeling like somebody was very inconsiderate, but in some sort of like sneaky or like not upfront way, where somebody you may have felt was purposely not being direct with you about something, or again, trying to take advantage is coming through. So I'm definitely getting that this was something that like shook you, like feeling really upset about this. Because I think in this situation, it really shows you feeling a lack of control over this circumstance, this situation that you got into with this person. I'm saying person, but it can be like a company or something like that. It can really be anything. Anything, anyone that you had some sort of relationship with or did. This could have also like triggered something from the past for you. I'm seeing it like even remind you of something. That may be why you had like a big emotional response to this too. It like could have made you feel like helpless or connected with your childhood in some way, like some unpleasant experience that you had. Definitely feels like it's bringing up a lot for you, where it's kind of like this, you know, when you're small and you can't necessarily advocate for yourself, and you could have found yourself in a situation where you felt like there was a lack of support or advocacy for you in some way. I'm seeing this situation definitely bring that up, where you may have felt like somebody took advantage. definitely feelings associated with that. So I'm seeing like something, feeling upset about something, like deeply, deeply upset. This is something that you feel like has really marked you in a way, emotionally, for now. And I'm seeing it bring up, like this kicks up stuff from childhood for you. Or from the past. Doesn't only have to be childhood. And I mean, like, what is childhood anyway? I suppose it just depends on the person you ask to. But it's like when it was something about a time ago where you may have felt more vulnerable and a like repeat situation similar to this had taken place. But you may have not realized that. You may have had a big response and been like, I don't understand like why I'm having such a big response to this, and then something from the past gets kicked up here. I'm seeing you're going to be starting something that you're interested in. You're going to spend time learning about it and figuring it out first. And it also is going to be connected with, it's like a different sort of energy than you've experienced before. Like this is something that would really change or shift things for you in a desirable way, in a way connected with growth. So whatever this ending is that you're going through currently, whatever cycle this is that's closing out, it needed to close out because something was happening that your guides were like, you're not supposed to be in this situation. So just know that if you were like still having a hard time figuring out like why is it happening like this, why is it ending like that, stuff like this, it's because your guides want you out of there because something was going on that you didn't need to be in that environment anymore. So I'm actually seeing you really like transcend this experience. So you're like moving away from it, okay? And onto a better situation where there's going to be reciprocity, which I'm seeing that situation lacked, okay? I'm just looking at Cancer. I'm also hearing Taurus. I'm seeing Scorpio as well on the bottom of the deck. So this is going to be a win for you because you're moving into a better spot, okay? This is a much, much better spot. This is like a fair situation that you're going to be moving into. One that you feel like is much more in alignment with like you and your values, okay? Once you land in this space, I'm seeing you're going to have time to sit with yourself, and it seems like deal with something that's been stressing you like emotionally, mentally. It may not be the easiest to sit with these feelings, but I'm seeing that this is very big and it needs time for you to sit with it and really like process. And for you to not, maybe before you felt like you didn't have time to relax because you had to be like on, or doing things and doing things. And now this is time where you get to actually just sit and kind of reconnect with your energy. It's definitely going to bring you up mentally, vibrationally. I'm seeing you thinking about something from your past. You may be thinking about considering investing in something that is reminiscent, or this can be bringing something forward. You're thinking about remanifesting something that also existed in your past, which you may be considering bringing into your future. I wonder like how this is coming across. It's like this. Say that there was somebody that you knew in the past. Now they're popping up again, and you may be like, I'm considering manifesting something with this past person. I'm considering. I'm not seeing you definitely doing this. I'm seeing this be a thought. Like I may remanifest something that has a connection with my past, but I need to spend time learning about it. There's something here where it's like before you commit to investing, you're like, I need to pay attention to this and I need to like read the fine print within this situation and see if this is something that I want to start and bring into my current situation, okay? So I'm seeing this be something that this is going to be like a deliberation. Because I'm seeing it be part of like a new energy or a new aspect for you. like a new energy that you're stepping into as well. So you may be asking, like, is this part of my like new energy, my new cycle, this like new flow that I'm getting into? Okay. I'm seeing it's something that you're interested in, but I'm seeing your guides be like, you want to pay very close attention to this and learn what you can from it before making a decision, before deciding. So this is about being vigilant, being observant of whatever this is that may be coming back around from your past. Okay? All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.